One of the famous health institutions in the northwest region of Cameroon, St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital Alakuma, joined the world to celebrating World Blood Donor Day 2022. The annual celebration on June 14 is aimed at raising global awareness of the need for safe blood and blood products for transfusion, highlighting the critical contribution to increase the collection of voluntary blood and to manage access to blood and the transfusion of those who require it. Based on some of these specific objectives, the management of St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital Alakuma, headed by the director, Sister Francisca Okochukwu, celebrated World Blood Donor Day 2022. Some health personnel of the hospital, some who are blood donors, and their other voluntary blood donors all converge on the hospital Tuesday, 14 June to celebrating the day under the theme, Donating blood is an act of solidarity. Join the effort and save lives. The event was focused on drawing attention to the roles that voluntary blood donors play in saving.
The Creator of heaven and earth, the owner of our body and soul, merciful Father, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to be counted among the living this day. Father, Lord, we have seen this day not because we are so righteous, but by your grace. Merciful God, we call upon you, Lord. You know the reason why we are here. Father, Lord, many have decided to save souls through the little token of their blood that they can give out to save life. Father, they can only play their own part, but you are the final healer.
You're welcome in the name of the Lord. We can sing you the glory of the Lord. You're welcome in the name of the Lord.
We thank you in the name of the Lord. We thank you in the name of the Lord. We can see in you the glory of the Lord. We thank you in the name of the Lord. We thank you.
After welcoming all at the event by a staff member, the Chief Medical Officer of St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital, Dr. Martin May, highlighted some critical contributions voluntary blood donors make to the local and national health systems.
Every year, Cameroon need on average 400,000 pints of blood. That one is the demand for blood for where Cameroon get. But for 2020, because we get statistics now only for 2020, we will get only 48,000 units with the be supplied. So if you imagine, say demand now 400,000, supply now 48,000. So yes, we still get a deficit, but everyone will really take the time out for Tankuna. Say yes, we not be among that 48,000 people the way they regularly go donate for hospital and for save people their lives. We'll go back, we'll try to sensitize other people then, mean they come voluntarily donate. For St. Mary here, we'll get a sickle cell clinic, and with sickle cell clinic, we'll get more than 110 participants. And I'll just give a small example. During the lockdown, where no man will be fit come hospital, immediately after the lockdown, we get some case where you go come, where hemoglobin level now, they reach 4. And when they go immediately for blood bank, they put in the blood. Immediately they say, Madam Lilian don't say blood is life. Now that time when they actually put the blood, now that way they really know say blood is life. You see picking away the gaps, he don't pay more, he don't even open him up. And they just put in 1 unit for blood, so he will go run for corridor. Now when I walk that so, and see now what I do. Now just say sometimes they want to day for see the impact for see what they do. So for that one, I really need for Tankuna. Another thing too about voluntary donors, and I say, now one of the healthiest people there for the population. When I know say each time when you want to donate, they test you. I'll give you an example. Say, if all man no begin malaria, if they cure malaria for all man, mosquito can suck my blood, it goes suck another man. Transmission no go there no. So if you be healthy, you no get gonorrhea, you no get syphilis, so you get less on pool for healthy people then for the society where they help for curb the spread of diseases. So voluntary blood donors them, they get a very, very, very big role for play, especially for Northwest and Southwest, for the health system. So thank una for una still una they do, and we no gain nothing, we no fit give una gold, we no fit give una silver, but una reward it dey. And just that smile for that picking there and the life of una the silver, that una reward that way God, Papa God go shower una with. Thank una.
Mounting the rostrum, the director of St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital thanked all the voluntary blood donors. Sister Francisca used the opportunity to once more create a wider public awareness of the need for regular voluntary blood donors.
I want to wish all the voluntary blood donors of St. Mary's Soledad Catholic Hospital happy feast day. Today is your day. You know, we are celebrating the you people. They call it World Blood Donors Day. It's your day. So we have actually come to celebrate you people. How many other people they don't talk? Will not be overemphasize the role where una dey play for the health system, and especially for St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital, Bamenda. We get a blood bank. So each time they move that blood, put them on that bank, it is save a lot of people. 1 pint of blood can save the life of 3 or more children. And I never talk say blood is life. As they say water is life, blood is life. If most people they die hospital now because of anemia, because they lack blood. If blood not was killed, will die. So you are really saving life. I really want to really know the big role where una play for this society. Another thing I want to talk and say, and so one speaker don't talk, we want to create more awareness. We really get to City Hall people and more, because as Dr. don't talk, we need a lot of blood. But the people there, they voluntarily give that blood, then few. You know, which was saved adequately, the life we get to save them. So the best we want to go, we create awareness on our friends and relatives. If they come for St. Mary, come donate that blood. If they're not there near St. Mary, any other hospital where get blood bank, they visit belong to them. Because now the same health system now one. So once more, thank all of us for coming. And I also thank in a special way our staff. Some of them are voluntary donors.
One of the hospital staff members working at the blood bank unit of the hospital outlined the process of effective blood donation.
When you come give blood, you come directly to the laboratory. And when you come to the laboratory, we first give you some paper where you fill and we call a donor selection criteria. And for that form, we don't design that form into 3 parts. The first part, we get what we call a donor identification, where you put your name, your ID card number, your age, and all your information. Then we get the second one, where it be a donation or transition history. We need to find out whether the last time when you give blood, and whether you be done the sick, they give you blood. Then we go now to the third one, we call confidential medical history. We get some plenty questions that we ask you for concerning your health, where they be confidential. We get for fill and for that form, we make sure say blood way we take them for you. Now the first part that for make sure we fill the screen for make sure say blood way to give them, it be good, because some people then they come maybe only from that paper, we disqualify them only from that paper. When you don't pass now that stage, we go take now your vitals, we go take your blood pressure, maybe we take your weight and your pulse for see if you be fit. For like the other last time, some people then they come, maybe person they so where he get high blood, you don't know him. Now from there where he even notice say he they so a problem there, we just take it, go see our doctor them, where they feel work with them. When we don't pass that stage now, we take your blood, we check your blood group, and we check your blood level. Because we know say for you for even give blood, your blood get for must reach for some level before you give blood. So when you check your blood where it be okay, we then go now for some stage now where we call the screening, the serological screening, where we screen now for transmissible infectious disease. As Metron we don't name someone, then we check you for HIV, syphilis, hepatitis B and C. We also do you malaria tests. When we don't do all that thing, then then they fine. Then we dey send you now for canteen when you come like with voluntary donor, because before we want take you blood, at least we get for make sure say you don't take something wey fit give you energy for be able for donate that blood. We dey send you for canteen where for day they go give you something where you go chop. When you don't finish, you come back for laboratory. We dey take your blood. After we don't take your blood, we dey fill your results, give you all the things the way we don't do, and we dey fill them for some paper for we result sheet, give them for you. Then we fill the date where you donate them for your donors card. Then we dey give you the next rendezvous, the date where you get for come back. And we really want to thank our donors. Say thing where we na dey do am, it really be great. And we dey also encourage una say when they don't give you rendezvous, it always fine. Say when you take the date where they don't give them for you, come back so that we could always get blood.
During the celebration, some voluntary blood donors shared their various experiences on blood donation and saving lives.
Today for St. Mary, my first day for donate for this Catholic hospital. The first time I began for Catholic hospital, she saw my junior sister when you be well, so it was my first time. So the second time I began for Georgia hospital. So I've been happy. I never ever get any problem when I donate. So I do fine.
Some friend make them I can join the. It can inform me say this so they do donation for blood for St. Mary. So for the few times them I don't do them around 4 or 5 times for St. Mary here. I don't do them some few times too for General Hospital. When you come, they conduct the test, they do all the thing them. Then for ensure say normally they find before they take their blood count with another person. All the time the way they don't move on for me, it shows say and whatever really get anything you worry me after.
About 30 years ago since I last donated.
Well, actually, really some good experience for donate blood, because actually, as all of us rush down with the essay, the blood go way to save lives, been actually a good thing. And so, as I donate, I never get some reaction. We really worry me say no, man no come again. Then too, doctor be talk some things, so we give advice. So far, for which we are on some for lab, the lab technician will do their work very well. They will do fine for, if you say they fine, you know, come for any way. So for me, I start donate blood. I will just down actually. I will say no. I will yes to my family talk about it. Say fine, I will actually be reluctant. The day I become the first time I began for regional hospital. I think the first 3 times before I focus on the day I come here. And me one actually come so I find any person who need blood. Some get the day for what if they should you bullet. So they let me for the girl and I go give blood. So me and sister will talk. They will tell me say the sister they fine. So I will actually thank God say I'll be able to save a life with me and one. So it's actually a good experience.
Donate my blood severally for St. Mary's Soledad, and for the experience where I don't get them within the lab premises, the doctors and nurses, the doctors and lab technicians, and they put in their best for CC the exercise move. Sometimes I fail because of my time now, because I give the same time work and the same time I give go school. So sometimes I fail, and sometimes I come on with time. Because like most often when I want to come up, I forget my card, but they used to check within their roster, then I regulate myself. So I actually get the announcement for a Sunday newsletter from church. From there I just feel delighted, and then I come here. I think I do this first exercise, then later on I continue because they give me a form for joining the blood donors group. Then later on I just continue with that exercise. I've been doing frequently till the time where I decide now to go back to school. It take me all the checklists and I follow the time frame. So I thank the team, the St. Mary's team.
Some questions were asked and answered to the satisfaction of all. One of the worries addressed was why the hospital collects money from patients after blood transfusion, whereas the said blood is freely donated. This was clarified by a blood donor and the chief medical officer of the hospital.
Any lab test with patient in the PM, now the lab test where you as a donor will be done by the time for donating your blood. By the time you do all their free tests, that machine they come outside, they buy them with their money. The funds they come out within the hospital, they buy. They need a running capital back within the hospital, and not only from their patients. So the blood we you donate now, it help for save life, and it go more to for help the entity to bring back their funds the way they waste up, they put them in place for me and you.
So they need to pay for the blood, they need to pay for the test the way they be doing for you, for make sure say your blood be fine, it be compatible for go for you and all that this. Now for the way the money they go, they need to sell blood for any place.
On behalf of the Mother Superior and on behalf of the staff members, Sister Doreen and the General Supervisor of St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital respectively thank all who took part at the celebration.
The Mother Superior, she's not here, but will pass the message that you people were here for this occasion, and we are very, very happy to have all of you here. And I pray that you next time you should not be only, we'll change the hall. This hall will be small. Really, we are here to save life, and saving life is not just from the mouth, but physically coming and giving this blood to save lives.
Actually, we will not say the need for blood to be universal, but we get safe blood and safe blood products. Shortages in the outside for we and for outside. So we always encourage our blood donors there. Say make them come, keep on to give we that blood so that will help to save life, and we will join our voices because this campaign will get here. Other institutions will get the same campaign, and it's a campaign worldwide. We say a big million World of the Express for thank all the voluntary unpaid donors. I see you emphasize voluntary unpaid donors, for thank them for which way they do for save life.
After a family picture to immortalize the 2022 World Blood Donor Day at St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital, Alakuma, the director expressed her satisfaction.
The celebration was very successful because we prepared for this celebration. You know, the success of every event lies in the preparation. We prepared and we announced the celebration, we published it, and then we also gave announcement in the churches, and we informed our blood donors. We sent them messages and told them. So I can actually say that the celebration was successful. We thank God.
A word of appreciation to your various voluntary donors, blood donors.
It's really wonderful. Actually, it is because of them that we are here. As I said already, we are celebrating them today. It's World Blood Donors Day. So I really want to thank all the blood donors of St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital, Alakuma, Bamenda. They are actually helping us to save lives. A lot of people come here frustrated because they need blood. So when we go to our blood banks that have been donated by our donors, we remove from there and we help save the lives of many people. Thank you.
One of the voluntary blood donors could not conceal his fulfillment to saving lives.
Being a voluntary blood donor is like a very big goal that I'm trying to achieve in life. Seeing that helping somebody whom I don't know, is a very big way of appreciating God's way of doing things to me. So, being a blood voluntary donor means everything. Yes.
To ensure that everyone who needs transfusion has access to safe blood, all countries and local communities need voluntary, unpaid blood donors who give blood regularly. Dr. Martin May tells us about the blood bank unit in St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital, Alakuma.
The blood bank in St. Mary is really effective. It has been going on for I think more than 2 years now, and at each instant we have at least 10 units of blood in the blood bank of various units, but sometimes we might lack the rare units. That's why we always have an appeal for people with rare blood groups to always come and donate so that we have it standby. So the blood bank is functional and is up and running with at least 10 units of blood each time at each time. So if you have an accident, if you have a gunshot wound and somebody needs blood urgently, they can always count on St. Maria Soledad Catholic Hospital for them to have their blood. Okay, so the blood bank for St. Mary Soledad done be functional for more than 2 years now, and at each time you usually get at least 10 units for blood inside the blood bank. And would you still always appeal, say, for the way they get rare blood groups, and for example, O negative, they always can't struggle, they can't donate, so that we always save people them. And each time when you need blood, always make sure so you come to St. Maria Soledad, because the blood bank be well equipped, well stocked, and we always save you at each time 24/7.
While an enabling social and cultural atmosphere with strong solidarity facilitates development of an effective blood donor program, it is also widely acknowledged that the act of blood donation contributes to generating social ties and building a united community. Based on this and the theme of the 2022 World Blood Donor Day, all who took part at the celebration went back to their various destinations, poised to create awareness that donating blood is an act of solidarity to saving lives.